I just realized my mic was muted. So, we are in the process of repairing this harness. It was supposed to have a shield that they just jumpered from the motor on the AMP'd Saturn Sky to the exterior. The harness on the outside had a shield, and the motor harness itself had a shield. But this little bitty harness that is inside of the drive unit did not have a shield. It's just jumpered. It isn't in a high EMI environment, so we are going to repair that. This previous repair right here is for the resolver. It's not for the temp sensor. I honestly have forgotten which one of these is the temp sensor. I believe it is the orange, but I've got all the pens labeled out, and I will share that here in a little bit. I'll fit over the pen, please. And as you previously saw, if you are watching this straight through, I selected the wrong size heat shrink for the original portion of this. So I am trying to install the correct size heat shrink right now. And we are going to cut it right about there. And that should help us get it over this pen. All right, so that's over this pen. Take that and put that out of the way. Take those, get them out of the way, and back onto the heating this down. All right. Let that cool for a second. It's on there pretty good. So we're at that point. So we're going to end up, this white wire was the shield. And the shield goes to pin 9 on the front here. But to verify that before we cut it, we're going to stick a meter on it. So pin 9 on the front. This is always the hard part, is actually seeing what pin is what. So, flashlight. All right. So pin 9. All right. Is right here. This is always fun because I don't have the correct pins leads to actually check these plugs, but I always find a way. All right, so here's the white wire. So, all right. And that is correct. Pin 9 is the white wire. All right. So because of what we have to do, we're going to end up cutting the wire here. I'm going to cut it right here, giving me enough slack on both sides. And I don't have my razor. Oh, there it is. So, because we're actually going to be weaving this into the metal braided shield that I have, I actually cut off quite a bit. Not really cut off, but remove the insulation for quite a bit. All right. So tell that the braiding is actually pretty small, but just push on it. It opens it up some. Even pull on it like that. Problem is getting it to separate on the ends. I should have done that before I squished it. Come on, get in there. I actually make a kit that does this for you, but I don't have it. Okay, let's try this. I actually have to cut a different piece. I might have cut it too short. There we go. Definitely not pretty. All right, so we are going to push all these through the shield. Come on. Let's see, how did I do this the last time? Because all these pens want to eat up that shield. I think I use test tape to kind of squeeze these together as much as possible. All right. Same thing on this side. This should be easier because it's just the pen. All right. So now we're going to actually solder that in. Which means we need a little bit of flux. Probably turn that up a little bit. Come on. All right. So it's actually right. Cool. All right. And then let's clean up this rat's nest. Get it away from all the pens. Because we don't want it to cause us problems later on. Oh, I know what that was. That was the meter. All right. So now we actually need to check the connection on pin 9 before we wrap everything up. And pin 9 is again right there. Come on. And we got connection. Cool. All right. To help stabilize everything, I'm going to go ahead and put some test tape on here. And you're not in. If you can't tell, I've never really done a live stream. All right. So the thing about shields is they should be grounded on one side and not the other. We know shield is pin J on this new connector. So they're all labeled. I don't think you're going to be able to see, but they're all labeled down on both sides down at the bottom here. And that's A through E, and this is F through K. So here is J. Should get in. And it's not fitting. Why aren't you? All right. Interesting. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to unpin it and then repin it. I didn't grab my crimpers for this. I do have the crimpers. Because it looks like it's the actual pen that might be the problem here. All right. Okay. See if I can't get a little bit of RMA here. That's why I don't do live streams. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. We're at 30 minutes. It should have been like a 40-minute job. It's a little too much, but it should still work. All right, so this is J. Correct? Yep, that's J. And then the RMA. That seems like it clicked. Yep, that clicked. Awesome. So that's in. All right, which one in? So one that's got like 5 wires spliced into one, that goes into K because, well, it just doesn't matter. It's not utilized on the setup. That one's in. All right. The fun part begins now in identifying the rest of these wires. What is red? I believe this was A. All right, A is pin 1. So, pin 1 on this Canon plug. Pin 1 on this Canon plug is the very top where the fat piece is. Fat opening. So, let's go to pin 1. If I can, steady it. And I'm pretty certain. Yep. Wire that had been previously repaired is pin 1, which is A. So we're going to A with pin 1. Possibly another RMA needed. Yep. That's in. All right. Pin 2 is B. So let's find pin 2. All right. Pin 2. After we get everything in, we'll run the checks again. It's a little bit easier pen to pen in that sense. All right, red is B. Red is B. There's B. Come. All right. Red is B. All right. Pen 3. We are on pen 3. So there's the top. That's 1, 2. So here's the top, right? 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to hold the lead on 3. And make sure those aren't touching. Where's the other lead? There it is. Might not be on the lead. 3. There's no other leads. Is that pen 3? Two, 3. Yeah, that's pen 3. Interesting. Battery's about dead in the meter here. So here's the issue. All right, purple is pin 8. No, pin 6. Yep, purple is pin 6. Hold on. All right, that's pin 7. All right, purple is pin 7. Pin 7 goes to G. So we're going to go to G now. Which G is right here. And definitely going to need an RMA. Come on. Get in there. Why aren't you going in? It's just not wanting to lock in. For one, it is bent. Alright. Back to G. Come on, get in there. I swear I didn't have this much out of this problem. I didn't even say that right. I definitely did not have this many problems when I did this connector earlier. Trying to see why. G does not want to go. These are the correct pins. Might be that the lock just isn't up high enough. And I hate rebending those, but if it's not... That's all it was. All right. Next. I have 5 wires left. All right. All right. So we were on 7, right? Which would be 6, 7. Here's 8. What the heck? Woosah. All right, well, I think I'm done streaming. at this point. I'm going to have to dig into this. I might actually have to dig into the connector deeper. Back. So. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. All right, so we are definitely on. We're on 8. So 8 is the one that's between the two little markings there. That just does not want to. There it is. That is 8, which is H. H. All right, there's H right there. All right. I don't know if you could hear that click when it goes in. Last 4 wires. These last 4 wires should be 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Should be. So 1, 2, and 3. I probably just wasn't on 3 good earlier. Probably thought I was, but wasn't. Yeah. So 1, 2, and 3. Come on. For some reason, I'm just having a hard time staying on the pen. Let's see. Do I have... Would help me stay on the pen easier. Yeah. Just 2 and 3. Come on. There we go. Normally don't have this many problems just staying on the pen. Maybe I've had too much caffeine. Come on. I should have gotten some form of reading. Unless the connector is dead. There's a reading. And that looks like pin 4. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's pin 4. Pin 4 goes to Delta. And is orange. All right. This goes to D, which is on the other side. Looks like I need to go this way with it. All right. Come on. Said this should have been like a 40-minute job. Maverick, please stop. All right. 3 wires left. What are we going to do? Because I'm missing pin 3, pin 5, and pin 6. So 3 wires. All right. 1, 2, 3. There's 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are yellow. Yellow. Pin 5 is E. Yeah, and this one needs that done to it also. Popular tonight, just not on here. Phone keeps going off. All right. Come on. There it goes. All right. The last 2 pins. Supposedly. Something tells me I put one of these in the wrong spot. Six. I got a bad feeling because I think I just did 6 and called it 5. Yeah, I just called 6 5. Actual 5. If I could just get you to stabilize on the pen. Come on. Just stabilize. There it is. That's 6. So I was right. This blue is 6. And 6 goes to F. There we go. That would mean that our last wire goes to C, which would mean that it is 3. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in there. And then I'm going to retest all these wires. All right. Test all the wires. Make sure they're good. All right. I'm going to start with A, which is going to be the most upper right, to the most bottom on this plug. And then we're also going to test it from wire to wire to make sure we're not getting continuity between 2 pins. I'll probably do it from this side just to make it easier. All right. Come on. I really wish I had actual leads. I've got a nice little set that will actually slide over these pins. Just not. I just don't own it. But I know it's out there. All right. All right. That is a open, 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 open. Cool. So A is open to everything. So I'm really popular right now. All right. Like I said, if I had the actual leads for this would make life so much easier. As of right now, yeah. Interesting. Trying to get to 2. This is why we recheck. Because right now it looks like I have 2 and 3 swapped. Like I said, this is why we check. All right. 2 and 3 are swapped. And that one's too big. Like this one. There it goes. There's 2. And like I said, I think I had 2 and 3 swapped, which would make sense. While I have them both out, I will remeter them to make sure. So there's 1, 2. Two is brown. I hope I don't break this pen, even though I've got more pens. Can't go wrong, will go wrong. Always. Especially with me. Heck. So this is supposed to be 3 at this point. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Yep, it's 3. So I add them backwards. Even I get them wrong sometimes. I'm going to weave it through to get it a little bit more slack. Oh, that's not a good sign. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Should have just pulled out the one I was going to use from all of them. That one's actually built up pretty high. All right. All right, cool. Cool. All right. An hour and 9 minutes. I'm not even done yet. There's a reason for that. I'm still checking everything. So we know 1, 2, and 3 are good. So I've still got 5 more pins, 6 more pins. 2, 3, 4. So we're on 4. We're going to do this. Should be orange. If you all can see. So, big guy. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Let's see if I can't. I don't want to bend the pins, but at the same time, I'm trying to make it easier on me here. All right. So we got 1. Got nothing. 2. Nothing. 3. Nothing. 4. Continuity. 5. Nothing. 6. Nothing. 7. Nothing. 8. Nothing. 9. 10. 11. 12. And 13. All right. There should be pin 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, continuity, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So bottom right to left. So it should be on 6. Pin 6 is where we should get continuity. Everything else should be open. All right. This is always fun. 1, nothing. 2, nothing. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. 5, nothing. 6, we got continuity. 7, nothing. 8, nothing. 9, nothing. And 10, nothing. All right, this should be pin 7. 1, nothing. 2, nothing. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. 5, nothing. 6, nothing. 7, got continuity. 8, nothing. 9, nothing. And 10. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Dog's going crazy. We're on pin 7. Pin 7 checked good. We're going to pin 8. Yeah, pin 8. So that would be H. Every single time I do this slightly different, right? It's pin H. It should be pin 8 on the Canon plug. All right. 1, nothing. 2, nothing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continuity. 9 and 10. All right. 1. Pin 9 is what we should have continuity on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And 9 is shield, by the way. So I really shouldn't have any continuity other than on pin 9. It should not have any to ground. Alright, so one of these days I'll be on pin 9. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Continuity. 10. Alright, so what's probably happening with the shield touching ground is I've got a stray strand someplace. Probably. But shield is not supposed to be to the case. Just so you all know. But it was also kill ohms, so I may have been touching the leads somehow, causing that continuity. I'm not really concerned with pin 10 because pin 10 is actually tied with 11 and 12 and 13. Which pin 10 on this connector is K. So we're going to make sure all of these are stray wires are accounted for. Put some more test tape on. And then we're going to call this golden. Ooh, I almost forgot. I need to install this little piece. And that's going to be a pain in the butt to get in there. Especially how these two are wound around each other. I should have thought about that. This just helps hold the pens in. And it's being a pain in the dick. I might have to recheck. Here. Hey. right, I'm going to come in from this side because, yeah, looks like it's actually going to be easier. Poor planning on this one. Yeah, straight poor planning. Hold on. Somehow, you still want to go down that way, and I don't want you to. There we go. We'll get you in there. Don't worry. We'll get you in there. Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go. All right. There we go. All right. Let's put some test tape on this. I forgot to actually use some alcohol to clean up the flux. So, yeah. So I'm going to do that. Thank you for joining me. After I get the alcohol, the flux cleaned up off of the harness, it's pretty much going to look a lot like this one right here. So I got to pull off this test tape and do that. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We've got a lot more coming with the repairs to the AMP'd Saturn Sky. This channel has been extremely inconsistent with videos coming out, I know, but we're working on stuff in the background to edit and then upload at a more consistent basis. It's just getting to the point where I'm comfortable with starting to push videos out. So maybe I can actually start doing more of these and get more content out there for you all. So I will catch you all later. Thank you for joining me. Have a good night.